All right, not hearing music right now, but I was dancing anyway. Hello, hi, how do you doing? It is certified personal trainer Mary Beth Rockwell. Welcome to the Next Fitness Show, brought to you by the Next Fitness Thing, an awesome and amazing workout and wellness platform. If you would like to join us, we would love to have you. We'll have more on that coming up. I do want to give a shout out to Alexis, our CEO and the master of all the things around here. Alexis may be a little bit hanging back a little bit more this week because she's dealing with a family medical situation. Alexis, we send your dad all kinds of love, but you know we're here for you if you need us. So appreciate
Thank
you so
you.
much,
Hey.
so much. And let's everybody send Alexis's dad good juju. All right. On the show today, we have a guest. You know her, you love her. It is our very own TNFT registered dietitian, Sharon Bowers, aka RD Sharon B. Hello, Sharon, coming on the board. Yay! And can we hear you?
Yeah,
Ah,
and
there you
now.
go. Can now. All right, sweet. So we are heading into a couple of really cool things in February. One of them is National Heart Month. So we're going to be talking about heart healthy nutrition. And we're also going to be talking about, since we're heading into our Gotta Have Heart 5K, the baseline classes this weekend, and then the training program for the next 4 weeks after that, how to fuel yourself for running and cardio in general. And so you're going to have some good information for us, I know, because you always bring it. So Sharon, we're happy to have you with us as always. And Alexis is saying, yeah, we got chat. We got Donna D and Carol saying hi. Hello, Donna D and Carol. Hooray. All right, Sharon, we're going to come back to you shortly. I just want to give the rundown of the rest of the program for today. After, and Sharon, can you stay?
I can.
All right, sweet. We're going to have you for the whole show. I love it when that happens. Okay, so aside from that, we'll of course have the mid-show stretch break. We'll have a move of the week. We've got a ton of announcements and things that are coming here or in progress here at the Next Fitness Thing. So we'll fill you in on that. And that's pretty much how we're going to roll. So we got a lot of things to do. So let's get it started. But first, we need to do some housekeeping, of course. Thank you to everybody who is watching us live. Aside from Donna D and Carol, you're all welcome. And if you are catching the recording of this, we love you too. No matter whether you're with us live or on the recording, please, if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do so now. Hit the subscribe button while I'm looking at you right now, please. I'm keeping you accountable. And then hit the like button on this show. Give us a thumbs up. So take care of that. That helps us get out into the algorithm and grow. We've surpassed 500 subscribers. We're always looking for more, though, to help us get out there in the world. And then also we're looking for more viewing hours to help boost that side of the stats that the YouTube gods are asking us to bring so we can grow more. So if you can watch lots of our videos, that would be awesome. We would appreciate that. You can find us on our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/the next fitness thing. Don't need to be a TNFT member to hang there, but lots of cool people hang there. And you'll find out all the first news. Well, first news second. You usually find it out here on the Next Fitness Show first, but it's up there in that Facebook group as well. Right away, not thereafter, not long thereafter. I'll get that out. And oh, yes, you can find us, of course, our wellness amazingness at thenextfitnessthing.com. Please check us out there. Lots of cool stuff on our website as well. So lots of great information too, and lots of fun. If you're ever looking for a fun workout, you're tired of what you're doing, come join us. We got you covered. All right. And we also have a lot of nutritional information, even more of it coming on now from the lovely RD Sharon B. So, Sharon, come on in here. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Always nice to have you on the board. How's your week been?
So far, so good.
All right. Sweet. We're glad to have you. And we're going to be chatting about, as I mentioned earlier, nutrition for heart health in general, but also then because we're heading into our 5K training program, we've got to have Heart 5K. We'll talk about running health and nutrition as well. And then as part of this, those of you, if you're in our 5K training program, this is going to be good information for you. We're going to give you a tutorial on how to figure out what your base heart rate is, because this is going to be a heart rate based training challenge coming up for the next 4 weeks. So you will need to know what your base heart rate is, and we'll give you some information on how to do that. Pay attention. You'll need it before you go to bed tonight. All right. Okay. Sharon, let's get to it. So you did this last year for our 5K training program. We've got to have heart, and you provided some nutritional information about how to fuel for running, how to fuel for walking. So what would be like a few tips that you might have for somebody that's maybe doing this for the first time and isn't really sure?
Oh, well, last year we actually talked a little bit more about pre-workout. So
Uh-huh.
really good tips in there about how to fuel yourself, when to eat, how long you might want to wait before eating, and also what you're drinking, right? So we're going to talk about that baseline heart rate and how we probably should take that baseline measurement before our morning coffee. Okay.
Hence why I said you're going to need to know this information before you go to bed tonight, those of you who are with us live. All right. So, yes.
So we don't want that, you kind of want to know your heart rate before you have a stimulant in your body, so that you can monitor it over time, right?
Yeah, indeed. So I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry. But that doesn't mean that you can't have caffeine before you run, because caffeine has actually been shown to boost your performance a little bit, either before your workout or before your run. Not a whole lot, right? It's a slight advantage, but it might be beneficial to try something if you're not super sensitive to caffeine, right? If you don't tolerate it, if you get jittery or headaches or you have arrhythmias, avoid it. But, always talk to your healthcare team before you start anything new.
Ding, ding, ding. Yes.
If you enjoy caffeine and you think a couple cups of coffee a day is within your wheelhouse, you might try it before you run. And on that note, you also, other than just the performance enhancement, it might delay the onset of your tiredness during your run. So you might actually feel less winded because your body thinks that you're less exerted, right? So try.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, love it. Yes, I'm a caffeine girl myself. Two cups no, 1 cup in the morning, but 1.5 on weekends because I get to live it up. And so as far as the heart rate, let's go in a little bit now on how to figure out what your baseline heart rate is, because this is going to be good information. Why are we doing, first off, this, and I'm going to take this on my end from the physical part of it and the workout part of it. Why is heart rate training so important, especially when you're doing a 5K like this? Well, it's going to get you the most effective workout because you're going to be taking advantage of your heart rate for you, and different zones that you can work out in. So you're holding back easily for some zones, you're pushing harder for some zones, and you'll have some stuff in between there too. So the heart rate zones that we're talking about, there's a very light, which is that's less than 57% of your max heart rate. So that's like, I'm strolling, I'm having a good time, yada yada, life is good. Then the first zone number 1, the first one was very light, technically not a zone, but this is where the work starts to kick in. This is a light cardio output. So on a talk test, if you were having a chat with somebody next to you, you'd be able to chat pretty easily. You might need to stop and get a little extra breath every once in a while, but you're not pushing too hard. You're medium pace, basically. And that is 57 to, you don't need to know these numbers. I'm just giving these up for reference for you. So 57 to 63% of your max heart rate is zone 1. And then zone 2 is a moderate pace, which is 64 to 76% of your max heart rate, your MHR, if you will. And that's actually more of a medium pace. So and then you're going to bump it up. Sorry, take 2. I'm live. How are you? The third zone is the vigorous zone. So that is like really pushing hard, 77 to 95% of your max heart rate. And that is a fast pace. Your full on max boogie would be above 96%. That is going like running, screaming from a zombie or something like that. So this is how you break down your heart rate zones. And we've got this handy little calculator here if you're part of our Gotta Have Heart 5K training program. So this comes in real handy. So we fill in the fields as we go. So follow along with us. And you're going to do this, as you can see, that bolded paragraph. You're going to take your pulse for 10 seconds after you submit your age. Okay, so give your number. And then take your pulse for 10 seconds. And for the most accurate reading, as Sharon alluded to, you don't want to do this before you've had your morning caffeine. So for the most accurate reading, you want to do this the first thing in the morning when you wake up. So if you are joining us tomorrow, as we are live for our baseline 5K class, then it's good to have this information. And then you're going to be able to work out your cardio zones from there. So the zones are, we already mentioned the zones, actually. Hold on, let me, lost my place. There we go. Okay, so you're going to locate your pulse. This is how you're going to do this. So your middle and index fingers. Who here was a Girl Scout? I was. Okay, so you're going to hold it on the inside of your wrist, or you could do it on your neck as well. Just don't press too much. Your carotid artery is in there. Alexa says, I was a Girl Scout. I know you were. And then once you have your pulse once you figure out where your heart rate is, you feel it pump in there, count the number of heartbeats for 10 seconds. And then you are going to enter that number. If you have that form, you're going to enter that number. And then the thing will do the calculations for you. So I'm going to set my timer for 10 seconds. Are we ready? Do we have our fingers ready to check our heart rates? Hold on, my timer's not coming up. Let's do it here. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, count. And that's 10 seconds. All right. So I happen to know that my resting heart rate is generally around 60. That's actually pretty close to what I had on my count, just FYI, just giving you some reference. So your personal heart rate zone, your resting heart rate is where you put that. Can we have that sheet back up, Alexis, if you have that handy, that little worksheet. So if you calculate this, Alexis, I believe, has put her stats in. All right. Yes. So Alexis is 45. So she took her pulse. She got 60 beats in 10 seconds. Is that 10 beats in 10 seconds? All right, there you go. And so her resting heart rate is also 60. I was going to say that seems like a lot. You've got a lot going on right now, but I know that's not okay. It's good now. So your resting heart rate is also 60. So the calculator is done. So you have all these zones figured out. You don't need to do the math on your own. We did it for you. So the slow zone, zone 1, Alexis's would be 126 to 133 beats a minute. Then zone 2, 134 to 148. Zone 3, fast, is 149 to 170. If she were running from the zombie, it would be 171 or higher. All right, because that's like, I mean, what wouldn't be it? That's the max. So I hope you don't have to run from a zombie. You've already got enough going on, Alexis. But okay, so now
yeah, hopefully
let's bring Sharon back in here. And Sharon, we're talking about the caffeine and the effect on the heart rate. So hence, you don't want to have that right before you're trying to take your resting heart rate, or you're not going to get an accurate reading, right?
Right. Or in any kind of very stressful situation or public speaking,
yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, hello. So yeah, generally speaking, first thing in the morning, you're relaxed, you're rested, and you're less likely to be stressed. So yeah, that's why we want to take it first thing in the morning. So I hope we gave you some good information there. And if you have not joined us yet to get your little calculator to figure out your heart rate zones, we're going to have some more information a little bit later on about the 5K training program, Got to Have Heart 5K. And then otherwise, we also have, is there anything else that you want to cover, Sharon, about cardio, like 5K specific training? Did we leave anything out that you wanted to get in here?
Well, last year too, I completed the program, and going through the classes and the training and using the spreadsheet and having that trainer guidance in my ear and really paying attention to my heart rate zones actually improved my time.
Yeah. I remember you last year. We had the Speedy Pants Award for you a lot of the time. In case you're not familiar with how we do a 5K training program, you get to take part virtually with other people that are doing it with you, who will cheer you on in the chat. And anytime anybody reports in a mile or, hey, I hit my 5K, Speedy Pants Awards come out, fire extinguisher emojis come out. It's just so much fun. And it's really a great thing to be a part of. If you've never done a 5K, it's super, super welcoming. So yeah, Sharon, I remember you last year. You were on fire, hence the fire extinguishers. And then elsewhere, you're doing some bonus material as well from what you are presenting here for, we have a premium level of our training program as well. And can you give a little teaser maybe of some of the things you're going to be talking about in that bonus material?
Sure. Last year we talked about pre-workout and making a pre-workout on your own that was more natural with whole foods instead of a powder, right? A supplement. So this time we're talking a little bit more about active recovery and how to fuel your body after your training. So trying to figure out what makes you feel good after your run and trying to minimize some of that soreness and the fatigue that you might be experiencing, and kind of what ingredients are best shown to help improve that so that you feel better and you don't, so that you're able to recover quicker and continue your program, because we don't want anybody feeling too sore, too tired, too beat down during this
right.
Continue, right? It's all about that training and making strides and working together. So
yeah.
We'll go from there. And then we also have an update on heart healthy information and any kind of new research updates. And, you know, if you have something that you're really eager to learn about heart healthy eating, bring your question to us. Like, we'd love to answer that in a video for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You can send your questions in, whether it's general mailbag questions, or if you have something specifically that you'd like to direct to Sharon B, you can put that on there, and you can send your question to tnft@thenextfitnessthing.com. We'll make sure that Sharon gets it and is able to track down the answer for you, because she's got a big brain, but she may not be able to hold everything up there. So sometimes she needs to do a little research. But yeah, we're absolutely happy to pass that information along to you. So send your questions. Meanwhile, lots of chat popping right now. And Alexis is reminding us that you get access to last year's materials too as part of this year's program. Exactly. So if you were with us for the 2024 Gotta Have Heart 5K, you get that same material from last year to rely on too. And also saying hi to some more peeps. Jenny says hi. Hi, Jenny. Megan says, I'm late, but I'm here. Never. Don't worry about you're late. You made it. And whoop, whoop for you, Megan. Carol says, my caffeine limit is first thing in the morning, and I usually work out 2 to 5 hours later. So Sharon, is that like a doable cadence for you? Does that make sense?
You might even try it out, right? Because you have the spreadsheet and you can track your performance, how you feel, the amount of exertion that you feel. You might even try having one of those cups of coffee an hour before you do your run and see if you have change. You know, try one day where you do your typical, and then try the next day, you know, maybe the next week, try that same class, like the pulse pounder or feel the beat, or even the Saturday effort, right? The longer effort.
Yeah.
Try doing it a little bit closer to your wake up, or closer, you know, if you're taking it on demand, maybe time that workout closer to when you're drinking that coffee and see if you feel any different.
Good point. I like that. Jenny says my caffeine intake is 1 Dr. Pepper a day. Jenny, I used to have such a hardcore Dr. Pepper habit. I was like, it was way more than 1 a day, and I had to kick that to the curb because it was not doing me any favors. But Dr. Pepper is good. Oh my gosh, I miss that. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've had one, but enjoy one for me. Okay, so sorry, Sharon, you're cutting out a little bit.
Sorry, I was thinking diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet, yeah. Okay. Anything else before we wrap this up and we move on to some other things? We're looking for you. We're going to have more information on joining us, if you haven't yet, for the 5K baseline class itself, which is free, by the way. More on that to come. But first, we have a stretch break to get to. So thank you, Alexis, for moving us along. I appreciate you. Even if you've got something else to distract you, you're on it. All right. We have something that is running related or walking related, because every cardio level is welcome. This is a hurdler's rotation. Oh, who brought her? I mean, okay. So yeah, me. You're going to stand tall on this one. You're going to circle one knee out to the side. And what you're doing as you circle your knee out to the side and bring it back to the middle, you are externally rotating your hip and internally rotating your hip. And you are warming up both hip joints as you alternate sides here. So this is a great little limberer. And Sharon's doing it on screen. Looking good, Sharon. Very nice. Excellent. And yeah, normally I'm doing this with you. I see I'm slacking. I had been like watching everybody else do it, but yeah. So if you need to hang on to something, you absolutely can, because you are briefly balancing on one leg. So I got my desktop here and I can hang one hand here, another hand there, and just alternate sides. So if you happen to be doing seated cardio, because I know we do have some seated cardio peeps. Sharon, that was good. Thank you. Anything where we're lubricating our hips, if you are working with your upper body, you swap in a shoulder instead to warm up. So I know we have some peeps in that boat. So anytime you see a hip thing, you can do a shoulder thing, generally speaking. And then elsewhere, it's good to do before this, like this is as a warm up, right? So it's dynamic, it's moving. We'll have a little move of the week coming up later on. This gets you a little bit more strength, and it's not one that you might think of right away when you do running or walking, by the way. Are we going right into it? All right, Alexis, thank you. Moving us along. This is your move of the week. We are throwing it down for the bar peeps this week. I am not a bar person. I've taken classes. I get them. It's just not my first choice of workout, but it's really effective. And especially this exercise, Sharon, I know you're a bar person, so happy. We're bringing Veronica in here on the video. There she is. And this is a passe. I want to get the pronunciation right now. Since I am not a bar person, Alexis, if you are available to jump in, your expertise would be appreciated here. Or Sharon, you can weigh in here as well. I know you're going to be doing this one. The video is not. Yeah, can you hit play on this
I
one,
pushed
Alexis?
pause on purpose.
Oh, you did. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Here we go.
we could show it. It's basically, this is second to passe, so it's second position, and then you're bringing it up to passe. Yep. And what I learned this today, is passe actually means that you're passing through this balanced position with one leg up, and it's actually called retiré, the position itself. I never knew that. You've danced for many, many years. So that's fascinating. This position of standing on one leg and bringing the other knee up is typically what people are calling passe.
Yeah.
I will say that there. Okay. It's great for balance for sure. And we bring this up for a couple of reasons. One is if you need to work on building the strength to be better at running or walking, bar is actually a really good choice. And I would have never thought that until I learned more about it. It helps you to build strength into your feet. It helps you to build more awareness and to be able to land more safely, to like in a toe ball heel kind of action. So it's really good for skill building for running, actually. So that's one reason we wanted to bring it up. The other reason we wanted to bring this up is because we have this like vision of coming up with a new piece of swag, like a t-shirt or whatever, that'll be the passe posse, and we really want for you all to be on this shirt. So this is a call for a photo of you in passe, whatever that looks like for you, from head to toe with your arms and legs all in the photo, so that we can have a photo of like silhouettes, your face won't be shown, with teammates all doing passe. So if you'd love to be on that shirt, we'd love for you to be on it. Send us a photo of you in the passe position. I'll show you again what I'm talking about.
Oh, I love it.
All
right.
Like that. I mean, I would say I think high fifth is a great idea, like the one that you're seeing right here. If we get some variation, we'll work with it, but I would suggest high fifth, yes. Beach ball over your head.
And bar is really good for the glute, right? The glute strength.
Yeah.
For running.
Yeah, indeed. Totally. Also, so if they would send that in, they could send that to tnft@thenextfitnessthing.com. Would that work? All right, sweet. Alexis says thumbs up. Yay. Okay. Thank you very much for that. We're going to move on to now the big announcements. And before we get to the 5K stuff we were talking about earlier, we remembered that this coming Monday is the first Monday of February, and that means it's our goals walk, which sometimes we realize at the last minute, oh my gosh, we forgot to mention goals walk. So we are mentioning goals walk. It is going to be this Monday, February 3rd. We're going to have multiple opportunities for you throughout the day to join our TNFT live goals walk classes. And we also have them recorded for the replay as well. And the first week of the month is an opportunity for you to, if you set any goals, especially if you made any like New Year's intentions, because January is pretty big for that. This is a time for you to check up in February. It's like, okay, you've been at this for a month now. How did you do? Did you make progress? Do you need to tweak anything? We've got some guidance. And then you get to go for a walk while we're giving you some good information. And it's a no pressure walk, so you don't have to push too hard. You don't have to get into that being chased by a zombie heart rate zone or anything like that. So join us. That class is on the live TNFT class schedule, and we hope to see you there. And again, it'll be recorded for replay as well. And that is all access class, so anybody can join us, whether you're a TNFT member or not. I'll drop that in there too. All right. Speaking of, you also do not need to be a TNFT member, aka teammate, to join our baseline 5K class for the Gotta Have Heart 5K tomorrow, as we are live. I get to lead you through this one. It's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific time, Saturday, February 1st. It is a 55-minute class. If you've done a 5K before and maybe you have access to your stats from last year, again, those of you who were in the program last year, you have your paces and things from last year that you can see, okay, this is the time I need to beat this year, for example. Also, you have the guidance of me, a live trainer, in your ears to help cheer you on. You have a whole community of people hanging out with you. And it's really, really motivating. And especially if you've never done a 5K for the first time, you can walk, you can jog, you can run, you can roll, however you want to do it. All cardio forms and fitness levels are welcome. So sign up and get more info at thenextfitnessthing.com/. nextfitnessing.com/heart5k-baseline, excuse me, gets you right into that baseline class. Alexis, correct me if I'm wrong on that. But then for the program as a whole,
That
which
is
we're
correct.
about to talk about, that is correct. Okay, thank you. I know this is a lot of info, but hang with us. It's good info. Look at this adorable 5K shirt. We have collectible shirts for all of our 5K programs, and is this shirt not the cutest? I want one. It's adorable. It's a rash guard, actually. Those of you who got the 2024 shirt, it's the exact same shirt. It's just got new. It's been updated for 2025, basically, with the artwork and stuff. So if you would like that, you can join our 5K program at the premium level, and it's included in your package. And here come the tiers where you can join us. So this is where you land if you join us at thenextfitnessing.com/heart5k. The classes are live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. There's the calendar, and this is going to be a 4-week challenge. You could theoretically join just the baseline class and say, okay, I know what I came here for. I know how long it takes me to do a 5K. Thanks. Appreciate it. Head on your way. If you say, oh, now I know, and I'm kind of digging this, I would like to get some more training so I can improve myself, this is where you come. So the event only, everybody who joins us, no matter what you join us level-wise at, you all get a 5K event, the 5K event itself, excuse me, and a medal and a bib. So you get to show, hey, I did this. If you join the training program, then you also get the medal and the bib. Hold on, right, there we go. You get all 13 of our live training classes, those Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday ones that we showed you earlier. You get the warm up and cool down built in. You also get Sharon B's information, the heart healthy nutrition videos from RD Sharon B. And then if you join to the premium level, you get your shirt included. That's that moisture wicking long sleeve event shirt. And then this is cool. This is the first time we're doing this alongside of personal check-ins from a trainer here who will be looking out for you and checking in to say, hey, how's it going? You have the option to get a gait analysis. And basically you just take video of yourself either walking or jogging or running or whatever your cardio is. And you can send those in to us. We'll have more information if you do sign up for that or choose to take us up on that. And then we can give you guidance on how you might want to improve your gait if there's anything we see as maybe it's slightly off kilter or something that would help you be safer or anything like that. And if you're not, by the way, in the premium level, we are offering those gait analyses a la carte. So you would set up a private training session with us and you could still get access to that too. So here are the classes. Of course, the baseline, that's what I'm talking about that I'm going to be leading tomorrow. 3.1 miles is a 5K in case you're not familiar. All right, and then weekdays Tuesdays is Field Beat 25 and Pulse Pounder 25 is a Thursday class. Those are a little bit more challenging and in different ways. And then the weekend class is your long haul cardio. So for the first couple of weeks of the challenge, it's an endurance cardio 40-minute class. In the week before the 5K, that bumps up to 55 minutes because the final 5K is also 55 minutes. So it's your dress rehearsal. So all that said, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, MB, that was like 17 tons of info, how do I remember all that? You don't have to. Just go to thenextfitnessing.com/heart5k and it's all there for you. That's where I got it from. Hello. All right. And then that shirt is just super, super adorable. So I hope you take us up on that. Moving on. One more opportunity for me to get a shameless plug in for my Get It Lit Ignition On low impact interval training challenge. It has been so much fun so far. We're about to finish up week 2 of 4. We're having some really fun wacky jack competitions in class because you have the option to turn your camera on if you take class with me live. And those live classes are at 4 p.m. Pacific time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, dovetailing so nicely with those Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday 5K classes. I'm just pointing that out. And there's still time for you to join. You can still take the classes. You can take all the classes on replay. If you missed the first couple of weeks of classes, you can make them up. You can jump into live classes if it works for your schedule. We'd love to have you. thenextfitnessing.com/ignition on. Cute tank top and tote bag up for grabs for merch for that as well. So check those out. And then moving on to some very good news, I believe. We hit our goal for our Los Angeles Fire Relief Walk. Thank you to everybody who contributed to the GoFundMe that we set up money going straight to this organization called Direct Relief that is on the ground in Southern California, tangibly helping the people who have been through the fires. They've got so much recovery and healing to do, and we're glad to be able to do our part. So 100% of the money that we collected goes to Direct Relief, 100, and that was $500. That was our goal, so we did it. Thank you.
Yay.
And then, yay, big yay, and then Direct Relief takes 100% of that money. No bureaucratic costs or anything like that. And they put it straight to the things that are going to help people on the ground. So are we keeping that link open anymore, Alexis? Can people still donate, or are we?
Yep, it's still open.
Great. Okay. The nextfitnessthing.com/LA Fire Relief. We'd like to surpass our goal if that's possible. So thank you, everybody who donated. We would love you. And moving on, we have an event coming up this weekend. Not only do we have our Gotta Have Heart 5K baseline class Sunday, team leader Anna is going to be hosting the monthly True Crime Walk. That is going to be this Sunday, February 2nd, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, we've got some chat going on here too. I'm just seeing here. So I got to catch up on the chat. Hang on a sec. Okay. Meanwhile, Anna will be leading your True Crime Walk this Sunday. So you get together once a month, and Anna takes you through like some juicy investigations and cases and things like that might be in the news, and you can chat and walk at the same time. So it's pretty sweet that we get like an opportunity to move and just get together and chat. So this one's might be a little sensitive to some people, just FYI, just so you know. But Anna will be looking for you this Sunday. That is on our live class schedule as well here at the Next Fitness Thing. Okay, let me go back for a second. I am going to check up on the chat. Oh, and I also wanted to let you know the mailbag. We mentioned it earlier, the address to send us mailbag questions. You can send them in anytime. Doesn't have to necessarily be about the 5K or about the nutrition or the things for RD Sharon B, or it could be the posse that Alexis is looking for the photos for. You can send anything that you'd like us to feature on the show to the URL is the one I was looking for. The web address, TNFT's email address, tnft@thenextfitnessthing.com. I don't know what just happened there. My brain short circuited. Back into the chat before we still have Freebie Friday, and we still have a little tip to pass along to you. Yeah, okay. So we mentioned gait analysis and warm up and cool down. Trainer Kathy is handling those, by the way. Shout out to Trainer Kathy, who was just with us last week. Kelly says, Kelly hit her January goal of swimming a mile. Hey, Kelly, good job. Can't wait to celebrate with you in Goals Walk, I hope. And then Kevin McCluskey, hi Kevin, sent along a question for RD Sharon B, but we can answer that in the challenge and we'll pass that along. Sweet. Okay. I think we're ready for Freebie Friday. Yeah. So let's do this. This is your opportunity to win a sweet prize from the Next Fitness Thing. All you need to do to be in the running to win is comment on any of the videos that we have posted on this YouTube channel from the end of the show today up until next Thursday, and then we'll have another drawing the following Friday, and so on and so on and so on. So comment lots. The more you comment, the bigger chance you got to win. We'll have a random drawing. We'll spin the wheel, which we're going to do shortly, and we'll find out who is going to be this week's winner. So Alexis, pushing the buttons, doing the things. Let's spin the wheel, and here we go. Low budget sound effects. All right. Donna D. Hey. Congratulations. Thank you so much for commenting and then supporting our YouTube channel. We love you. Thank you. So again, get to commenting if you want to win next week's Freebie Friday. All right. We do have, before we part ways, we have a tip of the week, and it dovetails with the Gotta Have Heart 5K in a great way, because we do this Gotta Have Heart 5K in honor of National Heart Month, which is February. So my advice to you is to stay up to date with your medical checkups. All right. So you can do all the things here. You can do the exercises. You can eat heart healthy foods. But there could be something that's out of your control, maybe genetics or something like that, that might be doing a number in your body. And if you don't get annual checkups, or regular checkups, whatever cadence your doctor prefers for you, something could be missed that could have been caught early on and made much less worse. So the longer you wait, the worse it could get. So do yourself a favor. If you haven't gotten a checkup in a little while, this is with love from me to you. Schedule your annual checkup and get it done and do them regularly, because you can stay on top of things like that. I have a horrible genetic history and lots of heart disease in my family. So I'm pretty regular and strict about my checkups, and So far, thank goodness, everything's going along great for me, but I do work out a lot and take care of myself as well. So, but I have to because I have that genetic history. All right. Is that all we have? Can we get Sharon back up in here? And Alexis, if you're able to join us on screen, let's get the fam back together here. So Sharon, awesome to have you as always. We love all the great information you have for us. And how can people reach out to you, by the way, if they want to check in with you?
Thank you for having me. You can find
Absolutely.
me Sharon B on Instagram. And you're right, MB, early detection is key. So don't wait, don't put things off, get a doctor. You don't want to wait too long about stuff like that. And next Friday is actually Go Red for Women, right? So heart disease is the leading killer of women, right? So we need to do our early detection, get our screenings done, and wear red, right?
I got to remember that next week. I'll dig out my red shirt. All right, sweet. Thank you. And Alexis,
I have one thing to add. My thing
do.
to add is for everybody who wants to work with RD Sharon B, we do have sessions with her on our website. So if you go to thenextfitnessthing.com/training, you have a few different options of ways that you can work with her. There's a full-on session where you can do an introductory session and then work with her on a regular basis afterward to get a whole. You should probably tell her more about it. But also for those of you who are in the You and New program, we just added in sessions with RD Sharon B as a possibility that you could use for your one-on-one training. So if you were thinking of joining the You and New program, that might be a good reason for you to join. So you would have like a whole set of sessions with her available if you wanted. Or if you're already in the You and New program and that sounds fun, just know that you can go in there and book a session with RD Sharon B now, just as of this week.
Awesome. Yeah. New development for the You and New program. That's pretty cool. So yeah, Sharon, you're being too modest. You're like offering lots of information and we're very stoked about it. Thank you again, Sharon, for joining us. And Alexis, we send you tons and tons of love to you and your family. We hope everything goes well. And we wish your dad a very, very speedy recovery. And we're thinking of your whole family. So appreciate you taking time out to join us.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a trooper. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you, everybody who checked in with us live. Everybody who watched the recording. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please join us if you haven't yet at thenextfitnessthing.com. Jump into our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/thenextfitnessthing. And I think that's a wrap. So let's get the high five and boogie on out of here. Boom. There's your high five. Thank you for giving it back to me. And let's go. Let's dance. Woo-hoo. I'll see you tomorrow, 5K crew for the baseline class. Woo! Be rested and ready, all right? Dance counts as cardio too.